Well, technology has been something that I've been interested in from since I was a kid. In all honesty, I always used to like watch the programs like MacGyver and stuff like that. These things had a big influence on me, so it's just something I wanted to get into.
The first commercial digital recordings were released in 1971. The BBC also began to experiment with digital audio in the 1960s. By the early 1970s, it had developed a two-channel recorder, and in 1972, it deployed a digital audio transmission system that linked their broadcast center to their remote transmitters.
In all honesty, as long as it has a plug, I do it. I do just about everything from programming websites to programming robots. We worked with the West Indies Cricket Board, we work with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we work with Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation, CarVision, Nokia, Samsung, SRT, just everybody. In all honesty, like when I was younger, play music, make a little money to go to school and do things. I had a lot of Lil Rick in my record crate because it was records back then, none of that MP3 and USB stick stuff. Also, we had people like Kid Sight, which back then would have been considered dub, but today is considered soca, I guess, by today's standards.
On December 3, 2001, Napster, one of the first music streaming services, was launched. It was designed to distribute music files that anyone with an internet connect could access. This helped pave the way for new income streams for some artists, but it also created new challenges as copyright laws had to be updated and reinforced due to many claims of copyright infringement. In 2006, Spotify was founded. This once again gave artists the opportunity to sell and stream their content and retain all their copyrights. Spotify has revolutionized the digital market, showing a huge growth in profits of $7.44 billion in 2019.
There is absolutely no field right now, and not just Barbados, but in the world, that technology doesn't play a significant role in. From, washing machines that are fully programmable, automated, connects to your phone, sends alerts when your clothes are finished, these fancy cameras and equipment and everything that you have here today. So every aspect of life, technology has a part to play. In my humble opinion, in all honesty, I think that we have a lot of characters that were professionals before. People that would have been the people to talk to in certain arenas. And I find that today there's this resistance to change, because having to relearn a task that you've been a professional in for X amount of years is not something that is easily done. And I find, at least in Barbados, there are a lot of people that don't want to change, don't want to try new things.
By 1982, fiber optic cables were introduced in Barbados, again a first for the Caribbean region. Cellular service came in 1991, and 4 years later, the first internet service providers sprung up.
I've been involved in some modern television concepts, to put it that way. Concepts in delivering TV from the non-standard way of RF in the ear and somebody with rabbit ear antennas tuning a knob. I've been talking to entities that are affiliated with TV delivery and trying to convince them that there are cheaper ways and better ways and more efficient ways to deliver broadcasts, for example, with a little resistance, I should say. In my opinion, I will have to say it's the same resistance to change. We've been doing this way for 20 years, and it's always worked this way. By that standards, we'll still be riding in donkey carts. Yes, we've been moving stuff with donkey carts for enough years, and it's worked. Get things moved from point A to point B. But that doesn't mean that a change, something that might be uncomfortable, you might be uncomfortable with at first, is not going to improve life thereafter. So I think it's that resistance to change.
The global music industry is worth over $50 billion with two major income streams. The first, live music. It makes up over 50% of total revenues and is derived mainly from sales of tickets to live performances. The second, recorded music, combines revenue from streaming, digital downloads, physical sales and synchronization revenues, licensing of music for movies, games, TV and advertising. Recorded music today is close to the industry's pre-piracy peak, a testament to the growing adoption of streaming services by both music labels and consumers.
Outside of personal experience, we're not conforming to change, not stepping up to technology causes you to lose an opportunity. I think we need to, as a people, spend a little more effort into our education as it pertains to technology, not just from the fact of teaching technology, but more like case studies of, for example, people like Kodak, who taught that, film, traditional film and taking pictures would have been around forever. And they were one of the largest, companies in the world. And then suddenly somebody created something called a cell phone with a camera in it and poof, disappeared. So there's a lot of lessons that we can learn from history, but it's never taught in schools. The real problem we will see happening is we are now forced to do it. We're doing it ad hoc. It was not planned. If we're planning for it, we have time to, think about it, work out how things may go wrong, and try to prevent these things from happening as we see it. But now, with COVID just turning up on our doorstep one day, all of a sudden we need to make changes right away, and we haven't had the time to really properly plan our transformation into doing things differently.
Streaming now makes up almost half of recorded music revenue. In the wake of the pandemic, physical sales, which represent a quarter of recorded music revenues, are down by about 1/3. Unsurprising given the closure of retail stores.
We 100% have the capacity and expertise right here in Barbados to make the changes. It's whether or not these people will be given the opportunity to showcase their skills. I mean, I've been working with a lot of youth fresh out of school, hungry, ready to make a change as it pertains to technology and doing things. And I have found, in all honesty, the people that are given the opportunities are older people. Nothing's wrong with an older person doing something. I mean, but if I had to use myself as an example, I don't have the same drive that I had when I was 20. At 20 years old, I want to be up all night and innovating and figuring out what's the best way to do something. And we need that energy in the workforce to really make transformation to technology a reality.
There's a fighter in you, and giving and never giving up. Yeah, we on the power of life, can't get enough. You thought I fell off, but was biding time for it to pop off. Leo gone, get a shine out. We on the keep it steady, progressing style, yeah. We keep it reaching every step, we getting higher. We on fire, blazing brighter. Coming for everything, no joking, yeah. We on life, yeah. There's a fire in you.